What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy S.O.G. Today we're going to be installing the Glock Performance Trigger on my Glock 26. Now, the things I have laid out on the table is the Glock Performance Trigger, the gun, and a couple of tools we're going to need, which is going to be just a punch and maybe a flathead. So let's go ahead and get started with the installation process. Now, the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and clear the weapon we're going to be working on. And as you guys can see, clear. Nothing in there. Went in a safe direction. All right. Next step is going to be to remove the slide. Once you have removed the slide, we can go ahead and move this out of the way. And we're going to be working solely on the frame. And move this stuff out of the way here too. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our punch. Now with your punch, you have two different pins that got to come out from the frame. You got this one right in here. Right there. And then you got the one right there. We're going to start with the one back here. Alright, we'll set that one aside. Now after that one's been removed, we'll go ahead and get the second one. This one could be a little more challenging just because you have to kind of finesse it a little bit. Okay, and that came right out. Alright, this is where your flathead will come in because now we got to remove this piece here. So we'll switch this tool. Okay, now that that's out, we're going to go ahead and remove this part here. That comes straight out. And last but not least, you've got the trigger assembly, which this part you got to be very careful. This whole piece is going to come out. Before we take that out, we're going to go ahead and grab our performance trigger. Be really careful not to accidentally get that trigger. Alright, now that we got that out, as you guys can see here, it's got a little rubber band around it, and that's just to keep all of this together. Because if this comes apart, it's going to be a nightmare. So we'll go ahead and put that there. We'll take this one out. And this should just lift right out. Straight up. Alright, now we're going to take this. We're going to remove the rubber band real slowly, making sure all this is together. And now we're going to drop this in here. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's that little hole right there from where the pin was. That has to match up. So I think that's all seated in there nicely. Alright, now that we got the trigger in there, we'll take this here, place it right back in here, just like so. Make sure it's seated in there. See if I can show you guys a little bit of a better angle as how it goes in there. Trigger's here, and this is gonna go just over it like that. Okay, that's in place. That's in place. Now we'll go ahead and put this back in. If I remember how it went in. So these holes have to match up to that. This has to go in here. Should go straight down. And you want to constantly be checking this little hole right here. Make sure you still can see all the way through it. Make sure nothing's in the way. So we're good there. And just gotta align it a little better. Okay. And now we can put our pins back in. So the smaller of the two pins, because remember you got two. Put them right here so you guys can see. Got a bigger one, a smaller one. The smaller one will go on the back side. Okay. Just gotta make sure it's flush on both sides. There. There we go. Alright. And then we're gonna put the bigger pin in. There we go. So now you have all the parts back in. All right, let's do a quick comparison video with my Glock 19 that has a stock Glock trigger. Clear, nothing in there, right? It's good. All right, here we go. So we'll start with pull. It's not bad. Normal trigger. A little bit of mush, wall. Hard break. Reset. There. That's not too bad. I mean, honestly, as much as people want to talk about the Glock triggers, the Gen 5 ain't bad. I actually really like my 19, and that's why I ended up putting it on my 26, because I don't know, I felt like the Glock 26's trigger was a little bit worse. Here's the Glock Performance Trigger. Whoa. About the same amount of pre-travel, honestly. At least the weight to pull it is about the same. But that break is way better. Reset's better too. I don't know. Yeah, it's a better trigger for sure. The Glock Gen 5 trigger is not bad at all, but this is a nice upgrade. I only got my trigger for about, I don't know what it was, like $80, so it wasn't bad. I wouldn't pay over $100 for sure for it though, but I like this. I do like it. Yeah, that's clean. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. So that is the install of the Glock Performance Trigger. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this trigger, if you have it, if you're gonna get it, if you don't want it. Let me know why. What'd you pay for it? Did you pay somebody to install it? Did you do it yourself? Let me know how it went. I'm gonna go ahead and check this out at the range, and hopefully we like it. And if I do, I'll go ahead and throw this trigger on the rest of my Glocks. So till the next video, y'all, God bless.